Horne-Ellstrom. Welcome to day 2694 of What's She Up To Now. Today we're talking about, of course, contribution in both the Be a Better You Annual Challenge and the Supersize Your Business group. Why? Because it's a great tool for making sure we're aligned with what it is that is most important to us from the standpoint of contribution and legacy, making the world a better place. We want to do things as an individual as well as organizations that make us feel good, right? Are in alignment and line up with what's important to us. And the 5 C's are clarity, capabilities, connection, context, and commitment. And I'm not going to talk about them again here because I've talked about them twice already today. If you need help with this or want to know the details of this, please just put 5 C's in the comments below and I will send you a little write-up of it with a couple of people's examples that they shared with me in terms of how they're applying this in their life. And I'll share one just right now as a way of explaining it. Zoe is a college student and an aspiring artist. And for clarity, Zoe says she's passionate about creativity, mental health, and self-expression. Capabilities, she's a talented illustrator and communicator. Connection, she feels moved by the struggles of teens dealing with anxiety and self-doubt. Like all teens almost deal with anxiety and self-doubt, right? And then we get older and it's imposter syndrome, or we feel like we don't deserve things, etc. Context, as a student, she's limited funds, but plenty of creativity and digital reach in order to share messages with the world about things that are important to her. Commitment, Zoe creates weekly mental health comics on Instagram and donates art for fundraising efforts. I think that's awesome. Here she is in high school, starting out and doing things that support what she feels strongly about to make the world a better place, right? And guess what? That's when I started doing things and contributing in different ways. And sometimes it was student leadership. Sometimes it was, German language group leadership. Sometimes it was marketing. It was all different things. Sometimes it was sports, right? Being a member of a team is an incredible way to give back to your community, right? Because it builds enthusiasm for your team and for your community. Anyway, there's all kinds of ways. So that's what we're talking about today. On an aside, my neighbor's son overdosed on fentanyl. Not last night, but the night before. And he was in a, sober house and going through a program and in some trouble, but he's now no longer with us. And it's just another tale of the impact of what's gone on in our country for the last, many years. And it breaks my heart. And, I don't know what to say or what to do. I don't know how I can help, but I'm going to find a way because it's unacceptable. And so if you're siding with things that are evil, I just want to invite you to check yourself today and think for yourself and say, is this really what I stand for? Or am I maybe being misguided and misled in some of the communication or some of the things I'm being exposed to, etc.? We have to all, and this is my invitation for all of us, to stop, take a deep breath, and think for yourself and ask yourself, is this action, is this behavior, is this thing I'm going to say, is this comment I'm going to make? Because I'm guilty of that, just like everybody else. For the most part, most people get involved with weird things. Is this really who I want to be? Is this really who I want to show up in the world as? And even for me, sometimes the answer is no. I don't want to make comments on social media. I don't want to engage people just because they have different beliefs than me. But when it comes to good versus evil, I am not going to shut up and stop talking about this because it is destroying our country from the inside out. It is devastating families that will never be the same. And I'm talking about, all the evil that's been pouring in, all the fentanyl, all the drugs, all of the, an amazing 19-year-old who's no longer with us because of not free access, but unbelievably easy access to drugs that can kill you and drugs that can kill you once. All right. That's my aside today. If I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, see you tomorrow. Bye.